Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour on a Friday. Excited to visit right now with Andy and Walker at Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort. And we're going to start with Andy. Crab legs, all you can eat, popular thing tonight and Friday nights. And again, this is just an amazing thing. I know folks absolutely love this, Andy.
Yeah, good morning, John. People are loving it. We're seeing great crowds at the buffet. And even if you're not into crab legs, our chefs have done a great job of revamping the menu at Robert's just for Friday nights. So there's a lot more on there. If you're not a seafood lover, if you want to come check it out, $44.99, 4:30 to 9:30 p.m. The lines can get long, so we will warn you to try to come out early. So far, they haven't been too bad because we did put the price up a little just to kind of cover our bases a little there, but the crowds have been good and it has been busy. So you have been warned. So if you want to come out and take advantage of it, please do. We're going to be serving it at least through February. We're hoping it will extend it through early March and maybe a little longer, but right now it's through February for sure.
And what time does that kick off tonight? It's every Friday night, but what time does that start at Robert's Buffet?
It always starts at 4:30 on Friday nights, and like I said, there always is a line when we open at 4:30. Well, and it does tend to get longer as the night progresses because people get off work and they come out here because it's it is a nice little jaunt to get here.
And I'll tell you what, it is that is such a cool thing. The all-you-can-eat crabs legs, very, very popular. Now, you got a fun thing you're doing for President's Day. Let's talk a little bit about this because that is sneaking right up as well.
Yes, it is. So if you come in on President's Day, Monday, February 19th, from noon to 8, we have a kiosk game going. So what that means is you first have to have a resort club card, a players club card, as some people like to call it. You take your Players Club card to any of our marketing kiosks. You'll find 3 of them on the gaming floor. You put it in there and you play a little game and you'll get free slot play. Every level of our resort club will win something. So you'll get some free slot play just for coming in that day. And if you don't have a resort club card, the resort club is right inside the front door. All we ask for is your ID. You answer a few questions. We'll give you some free slot play if you're new to the resort club to boot. Plus, you'll get some free slot play for playing the kiosk game. So it's a win-win for everyone.
Absolutely, and it is free to join that program. So if you're not a member of the Resort Club, I encourage you to do that. Also, join the Text Club. We talked a little bit about that last week, but I'm going to remind you how to do that. Just text the word Falls to 217-777. That way you always know what's coming up. You always have like the very best, most current information of what's happening. And we're going to chat now with Walker, speaking of what's happening, coming up. Grand Funk Railroad, and it's fun to be able to say it, next Saturday night. It is almost here, and if people would like to go, they should get their tickets right now.
Yes, they should, and like I said, we had them in 2013. Saturday, February 24th is when they're here. Excited to have them back. They are a great band, and I know you know a lot of their hits.
Absolutely. And they've got a bunch of number one hits, and they're a band that, in addition to them having hits with their songs, they also had people that remade their songs, and they had hits again when somebody else played it. So you know their music is good when they're having people remake their songs. Grand Funk Railroad, next Saturday night, the 24th of February. You can get your tickets right now. And then if you like comedy, they've got 2 of my favorite comics coming to Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort. We've got Nick Swardson. Tell me a little bit more about that show.
Saturday, April 13th, we have Nick Swardson coming up. He is really big in this area, really big following. Excited to have him back, or have him here for the first time, I should say. But I know he's been in our area before in years past. So very excited to have him out here. He's a super funny guy. If you've ever seen Benchwarmers or if you've ever seen any Adam Sandler film, he's probably been in it.
And he is a very funny comic. I've had a chance to see him live in person. Super funny guy. You're going to have a great time at the show. And I know those tickets are selling really quickly. So if you haven't gotten tickets yet, I would consider doing that today. And then another guy, I've heard this name a time or two, Howie Mandel. And Howie has been a comedian for like 40 years. And then he had a show, Deal or No Deal. Then he's got this other show, America's Got Talent. He is a household name, and he'll be on the stage at Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort in May. What's the date for that one?
Saturday, May 18th, he'll be out here. Like you said, he is such a household name. Everyone, I mean, I'd be shocked if you didn't know him at this point, honestly.
And he is hilarious. And I remember watching him as a young man. I was so enthralled with comedy, and he was one of my favorites even back then. And he's such a funny guy, and I'm excited to see him. This will be my first time seeing him live doing comedy right in front of me. And you can join us. It's going to be a great time. Get your tickets to this show, to any of these shows right now at GrandFallsCasinoResort.com. Walker, Andy, we'll talk to you guys again next week.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Again, GrandFallsCasinoResort.com. Get your tickets right now. Thanks for joining us on a Friday.